Okay, this very quick video, let's have some fun with some tongue twisters. The first one we have here. Greta the tittle tattle prattled on about a little metal bottle. She spat a bit of spittle on the moth a bit of cattle in a bit of battle. Let's enunciate these words more. Enunciate the T's, because in American English, Australian English, and a lot of English, we pronounce our T's kind of like D's. But let's do it in a British way. Greta the tittle tattle prattled on about a little metal bottle. She spat a bit of spittle on the moth a bit the cattle in a bit of battle. Whereas, so in there, with British English, we would pronounce it as Greta. In Australian English, we pronounce it as Greta. Greta the tittle tattle prattled on about a little metal bottle. She spat a bit of spittle on the moth a bit the cattle in a bit of battle. Okay, next one. What else do we have here? Here, a bit of fun. I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought I thought. If the thought I thought had been the thought I thought, I wouldn't have thought I thought. Again, I thought a thought, but the thought I thought wasn't the thought I thought I thought. If the thought I thought had been the thought I thought, I wouldn't have thought I thought. Next one. Where's one that we can have fun with? Okay, let's put some intonation into this one here. Let me make this one bigger for us. So we're going to kind of declare the first sentence, but then we're going to have not rising intonation here. We're going to have fluctuating intonation. Rising intonation is to show a question. Fluctuating intonation is to show suspicion. So, she saw a shower of shoes on the sofa, but was she so sure those are shower shoes she saw? She saw a shower of shoes on the sofa, but was she so sure those are shower shoes she saw? She saw a shower of shoes on the sofa, but was she so sure those are shower shoes she saw? Let's try to go faster. She says she saw a shower of shoes on the sofa, but was she so sure those are shower shoes she saw? Look, she says she saw a shower of shoes on the sofa, but was she so sure those are shower shoes she saw? I mean, she says she saw a shower of shoes on the sofa, but was she so sure those are shower shoes she saw? Last one. I know. She says she saw a shower of shoes on the sofa, but was she so sure those are shower shoes she saw? To begin to toboggan, first buy a toboggan. But don't buy too big a toboggan. Too big a toboggan is too big a toboggan to buy to begin to toboggan. So pronunciation here. To begin. No to begin. To. The preposition to, we never pronounce as to. So if I have a sentence, give the book to me. No. Give the book to me. Give it to me. Give it to him. Give it to her. Where are you going? Oops. I'm going. Gong. I'm going. Not I'm going to the shops. It's very hard to say on the mouth. It's a lot of work. So the preposition to becomes to the. It connects to whatever the next word is. I'm going to the shops. If we look at the time here, what time is it? It's 20 to 2. Not 20 to 2, but 20 to 2. The only time we really pronounce to as a preposition in a sentence is at the end of a question. For example, who are you giving the book to? In this case, I will articulate and enunciate the word to. Who are you giving the book to? Now, in a perfect world, I wouldn't end a question with a sentence. With a preposition. In fact, I would do this. And I would change that to whom. To whom are you giving the book? But we don't use this type of formal English. We only use that formal English, to whom, when you're writing a formal letter, and you say, to whom it may concern. Very quickly, well, what's the difference between who and whom? Well, that's a really easy answer. Ridiculously easy. If I could open up my page. If I could be prepared. When we're looking for the subject of the sentence, our question word is who. When we're looking for the object or the indirect object of our sentence, our question word is whom. So whom will always give us him, her, me, us, them. Who will give us they, we, I, he, she, it. That's the difference between who and whom. Today, in the way we use language today, which is becoming more and more constantly informal and letting go of rule and structure and beauty and form and everything that makes language exciting and interesting, we're letting it go. And so today, very rarely do people use whom. They only use it when they write a formal letter. In fact, most natives think the word whom is the formal version of the word who, because every time they write a letter to the government or to a new company or HR or someone who they don't know the person's name, you write the letter as to whom it may concern. So, and even there, we pronounce it as to whom, not to whom, but to whom it may concern. So here, to begin to toboggan, first buy toboggan. But don't buy too big a toboggan. Too big a toboggan is too big a toboggan to buy to begin to toboggan. A couple of more. Silly Sally swiftly shooed 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, silly Sally shooed, shilly shally south. These sheep shouldn't sleep in a shack. Sheep should sleep in a shed. They should. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Even here of, I don't really say picked a peck of pickled peppers. Picked a pecka. Picked a pekka. It's kind of like a picked a pekka. Picked a pekka. Picked a pekka. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. Even if I don't say it fast. Yeah, Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. He picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Let's go faster. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Let's go faster. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Can we go faster? Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. How many pick of peppers did Peter Piper pick? Faster. Peter Piper picked All right, that's stupid. King or retarded. All right, last one here. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Don't worry about what these words mean. It's not very important. It's just about creating the sounds. This is a sentence that could work, theoretically, in a cartoon maybe. But it's just about the sounds and the difficulty of the tongue coming in and out of sounds. Maybe there's one more we can do here. Let me see here. Rory the warrior and Roger the warrior were reared wrongly in a rural bury. Rory the warrior and Roger the warrior were reared wrongly in a rural bury. Rory the warrior and Roger the warrior were all right. I wish to wish the wish you wish to wish. But if you wish the wish wishes, I won't wish the wish you wish to wish. Listen, I wish to wish you wish to wish. But if you wish the wish wishes, I won't wish the wish you wish to wish. There was a fisherman fisher who fished some fish in a fisher, till a fish with a grin pulled the fisherman in, now the fish and the fisher for fisher. 1-1 was a racehorse. 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1 race. 2-1 with 2. Slowly. 1-1 was a racehorse. 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1, 1-1 race. 2-2, 1-1-2. 1-1 was a racehorse. 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1 race. 2-1 with 2. Here we'll have to come down to the next line. Betty bought her but some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. Butter better, butter will make my batter better. So Betty bought her but some better butter. Slower. Betty bought her but some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a better butter will make my batter better. So Betty bought her but some better butter. Again, British English pronouncing the T's. Australian English pronouncing it, our T's as D, kind of. Not a hard D, but like a thud. So we say botta, not botta. We say botta. We don't say butter. We say butter, butter. Betty bought her bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter, but a better butter will make my batter better. So Betty bought her bought some better butter. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah. Last one here. And then I'm going to do a grammar lesson. Imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing an imaginary menagerie. Imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing an imaginary menagerie. Thanks, guys.